The Sony a7 line is truly the one that started it all, bringing full-frame mirrorless tech to the masses. It was the line that brought me into the Sony ecosystem, and today we'll take a look at the latest update to this legendary lineup, the Alpha 7 V. There is so much to cover, but let's start off by talking about the heart of the camera, the sensor. The Alpha 7 V features a partially stacked Exmor RS CMOS sensor, a first of its kind in the Alpha lineup, and because it's a first of its kind, you might be wondering what kind of benefits it brings to the table. For this category of camera, a partially stacked sensor brings some very useful features, many of which you would only find in the tippy top of the line cameras like the Alpha 1 and the Alpha 9 series. For starters, a partially stacked sensor means that you're getting a very fast readout speed, which means that you're going to see a major improvement when it comes to rolling shutter. Using the electronic shutter on the Alpha 7 V, it has under 10 milliseconds of rolling shutter in movie mode and under 12 milliseconds when you're shooting stills. Using that electronic shutter, you could shoot up to 30 frames per second blackout free. This means that even when you're shooting at those high frame rates, you're able to see your subject moving without issues, so you can compose your images freely. Now, this might sound super nerdy, but on the subject of speed, the sensor on the Alpha 7 V is able to perform autofocus and auto exposure calculations up to 60 times a second. This means that even when you're using a lens like the Sony 50mm f1.2 GM and you're photographing a moving subject, let's say at f1.2, you could be confident that nearly every single image is going to be sharp and in focus. Speaking of shooting at f1.2, sometimes you need faster shutter speeds to get the correct exposure in bright environments. So now you're able to shoot up to 1/16,000th of a second, another feature that will really come in handy when you're trying to get that creative shot. The sensor isn't the only thing that's new in the Alpha 7 V. It also features a brand new processor, the BIONZ XR2, which now has an integrated AI processing unit. This means that you're now able to experience the very best autofocus available in the Alpha 7 series, which gives real-time subject recognition for humans, birds and animals, insects, cars, trains, and planes. Another welcome feature that is going to help you capture the moment is pre-capture. Generally speaking, the pre-capture feature allows you to capture images before you actually press the shutter button to take an image. Like many things in life though, the devil is in the details here, because unlike other cameras on the market claiming to have pre-capture, you're getting it here without compromise. The Alpha 7 V can shoot 30 frames per second up to 1 second before you release the shutter, and you're able to do that in full resolution, 14-bit RAW at any frame rate. This is going to be a welcome feature for weddings, sports, and wildlife photography, just to name a few. The camera body has also been updated compared to prior generations, as it now has a 4-axis multi-angle tilt screen, which allows you to set up the screen into various different positions based on whatever situation that you find yourself in. The design of the grip has also been enhanced, improving the ergonomics of the grip. The camera body is also dust and moisture resistant, so you can feel confident taking this camera with you for even the most demanding shoots. On the side of the camera, you'll find a full-size HDMI port, a headphone and microphone jack, as well as 2 USB-C ports. Port 1 is USB 3.2 Gen 2 that allows data transfers up to 10 gigabits per second. Port 2 is USB 2.0 at 480 megabits per second and can be used for power delivery or for low-speed signal use. We spent some time talking about the photo capabilities of the Alpha 7 V, but just like prior generations of Alpha 7 cameras, it's just as capable for video use, making it a great option for hybrid shooters. You're able to shoot 4K 60p footage that's actually 7K oversampled footage with full pixel readout. You can now also shoot 4K at 120p with a Super 35 crop, giving you the option to shoot stunning slow motion footage in a variety of different frame rates. For those wanting to get the most cinematic video possible, you have the option to import your favorite LUTs into the camera so that you could preview the looks that you love as you're shooting. Having that BIONZ XR2 processor also allows you to utilize AI-based auto framing, which really upgrades the production quality of your videos. I was really excited to see that it also has dynamic active stabilization, which gives you gimbal-like steadiness in exchange for a small crop on your footage. The Alpha 7 IV can even be used as a webcam thanks to it having UVC and UAC capabilities. Simply plug in a USB cable from your camera to your computer, and now you have a webcam that can stream footage up to 4K 30p, all without having to install any software. This is a feature that I use all the time. With 81 native E-mount lenses available from Sony, along with the largest third-party lens availability, the Alpha 7 V is ready for anything that you could throw at it. Pricing and availability will be in the description of this video. Let me know if you have any questions about this camera in the comments, and while you're there, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on everything new here at Alpha Universe. Before you head out, be sure to check out the videos that you see here on the screen, and I'll see you there.